Good morning, everybody. We're going to do another concert remembrance video. This time, I'm going to tell you the story of when my companion and I went to see Graham Nash at the Uptown Theater in 2015 here in Kansas City, Missouri. Now, this was not the first time that I had been to the Uptown Theater. I saw Crosby and Nash there with the same companion in 2008. But this time was my first Graham Nash solo show, and it was shortly after Graham and Stephen and David had broken up for good. Amidst infighting, and David and Graham were fighting, and so after that final tour ended, Graham and Shane Fontaine recorded Graham's solo album, Myself at Last. And that's what he was touring behind. And this was also right around the time Wild Tales, Graham's book, came out. So he was telling a lot of stories behind the songs, because of the book. And this was an acoustic evening, meaning there was no drummer. The only musicians on stage were Graham and Shane Fontaine. Shane mainly played acoustic and electric guitar, while Graham played acoustic, guitar, harmonica, and keyboards. And they basically just ran through the gamut of some of Graham's hits. They opened with Bus Stop, which is a Hollies song, and then, much to my delight, they continued on with my favorite Hollies song, King Midas in Reverse, which ironically was the last song to feature Graham before he left to form Crosby, Stills and Nash. And actually, there's a bootleg floating around on the internet of this show, and you can actually hear me get excited at the first chords of King Midas, which I thought was cool, that I was actually heard on a bootleg. And this was a very quiet evening. There was no hard rock, but it was a very quiet evening. And they also did Simple Man, Immigration Man, Wild Tales, the song, and they did two sets. And they did a total of 20 songs, and they actually closed, as part of the encore. They did a Beatles cover in two-part harmony of Blackbird, which I thought was beautiful. And like I said, this was in 2015, and a couple days after that, or a couple days prior, they did a show in St. Louis, which was filmed for the An Evening with Graham Nash DVD, which came with my copy of Myself at Last. Or Your Past Tonight, I'm sorry. It's, that's the name of the record. But there is only actually going to be one picture in the video of me and my companion at the show. I thought, and my companion thought, that we had taken more pictures, but that was the only one I could find. And there's actually also going to be a screen recording from Setlist FM of the set list from the show, so you can see what they did. And so, and and this was also kind of emotional for me because it was the first show that I had seen Graham without Uncle David, and it was kind of hard for me to see somebody else singing Uncle David's parts. And a little backstory on Shane Fontaine. The first time that I had seen or heard of him was he toured with Bruce Springsteen right around the time Bruce did his MTV Unplugged show, which turned into MTV Plugged because Bruce broke the rules. And Shane was also at one time married to Mackenzie Phillips, the actress, and former member of the reconstituted Mamas and Papas, and they were married at one time. So I hope you enjoy this. Shot and produced by Annabara. Audio and video provided by WeVideo and the YouTube Music Library. Photo taken from Facebook.com. Screen recording taken from Setlist FM. Achieved using iPicky.com.